Pvris' new record, Evergreen. Where do I even start? Looking back at their last record, you can definitely tell that a more mainstream pop-leaning direction was the way that they were gonna go, as back then they used to mix a lot of rock elements in with the pop, and it sounded cool. I would say that their first two albums are basically pretty much almost perfect. They are great records that I would highly recommend. But after that, we kind of are getting to a point where, I don't know, this is just starting to feel like a one-man show. Little did I know it is a one-man show because, well, Lynn Gunn is the only member of the band. So when I mention that Pvris kind of sounds like a solo project now, no, now that I know that it is. Whereas when I did this review first, I didn't. So, yeah, Pvris at this point is a one-man show. Like, no offense to Lynn Gunn, but at this point it feels like you're using Pvris as a solo project, and there's plenty of artists that are doing that currently with a band they used to have, or did it with a band that they used to have because, well, the name sticks. Now, what did I like on this album? Well, the opening track, I Don't Want to Do This Anymore, was actually kind of nice. I feel like it was in the wrong spot as an opening track, but it was still catchy and a good song. Then we have Good Enemy, Goddess, and Animal as my other favorite tracks. Those ones are the real high points. They have a lot of intensity, and is really something I can get down with this direction of Pvris, this sound, this genre that they are doing. Then, after that, we kind of get to a point where it all just kind of feels meh or just flat out bad. Take My Nirvana, I guess the chorus is okay, but nonetheless, the song itself is not that great. Then Love Is a ... I don't know why you couldn't just say Your Love Is a Murder, because that's basically what the song is called, but on the album it's Love Is a... I don't know. Again, I found it to be too just plain and boring for me to really go, oh, this is great. And then we have the title track as the album finisher. I actually heard this before the album came out, and I just kind of remember being like, yeah, it's okay, but I just don't know. Like, it didn't sound right to me in certain places, and I think overall just the structure of the song is what keeps it from being maybe even a good song. Then we get to the least favorite, Hype Zombies, Senti-Mental, Anywhere But Here, and Headlights, and these are the ones that just get very boring, give you nothing to really listen to. You kind of zone out for a little bit. Like, there was times where I was like, oh shit, yeah, I'm listening to the album. Like, I will say the thing about this record, it goes by really quick. It's 11 tracks, it's 32 minutes. You definitely do have some short songs on here, but these songs that we're talking about in my least favorite, they feel like they carry on for way longer than they need to be. And here we come with the problem that it's just an album that feels like filler and nothing else. Like, the singles are on here, they might be good, but everything else is just kind of like, like you could have done without it and put something else on the record that probably is better than this, but hey, you know, what do I know, right? I'm just a music reviewer. I would tell people to go listen to this thing, just so, you know, you can get a feel as to what your thoughts are, because you may end up liking this. Maybe this sound is for you, but for me, I just don't feel it, especially with a band like Pvris. It's not really sticking with me, and hopefully they do better in the next one, but this one is probably just about a 4 out of 10 to me. It's got good moments, but those moments get definitely outshined by the bad, and you really can't enjoy much of what's here. So that's my thoughts on this. You can tell me in the comments below what do you think, but until then, stay safe out there, and I will catch you all in the next one.